Hey everybody, what's up? A special Sunday vlog, the 2nd of June 2013. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because it's about, I guess you could say about a little after 6:30 in the morning. And to be honest, as you can see the result, it was quite a night around here. It was quite the night. Basically, Friday evening was the official start of the Apricot Fiesta, and then yesterday was the first full-blown start to the fiesta. I mean, all day kind of thing. As you can see, I got some new glasses out of it, 2 for $15, so I gave a pair to my mom, so she can use them. And the silver pair, so it'll be identifiable. Anyway, though, you can probably tell I'm a little tired, a little woo at times. See, I just woke up. I was out for about a couple of hours because ladies and gentlemen, I was just way out there, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but I'm okay. I don't know why, but I think God has a reason why myself and my sisters, and I guess you could say my step-god sisters, if you will, we have a reason for surviving all this and going through what we do. I mean, here's the thing. Usually, at times like last night, I would ride home with my mom. But here's the problem. My mom has my nephew Elijah. So I couldn't ride home with her, no matter whether I wanted to or not. I couldn't ride home with her. I was going to, but she was tired. It was hot yesterday like it's going to be today. So I couldn't ride home with her, period. And this was late at night anyway. So I couldn't ride home with her, whatsoever. I couldn't ride home with her whatsoever. I couldn't do it. So my second older sister said, hey, you know what, we're going to be here for a little longer, we'll take care of it. And they did. Her and my brother-in-law gave me a ride home. You see, the one thing about me and my sisters, and my god sisters, is that when we get together, and along with the husbands, unless some of the husbands have to drive because of the distance, we have fun. I guess that's how you could look at it. We have fun. We get together, we have fun. We kind of have our share, if you know what I mean. We just have good fun. And yeah, sometimes when we have our share, it kind of messes us up a little bit initially. But you learn from your mistakes. I can remember several times, even before I came out here, I would kind of get a little wasted. Not much as I do at times here, but a little wasted. And like I said, I can remember one time I can remember calling up my family on New Year's, right after New Year hit, and said, hey, I'm kind of out of it kind of deal, because I've mixed a couple of drinks. I wasn't supposed to do that. I wasn't supposed to do that whatsoever, but, I was just, out of it. But I never did that as much, because I never really went out that much, except for maybe independent wrestling events. So, anyway, I get back here and I start, kind of getting used to it a little bit. At first, it's like, oh God, I'm going to be sick. And there are times there are that I feel like I'm going to be sick. But lately, like last night and, even more recently, Memorial Day, it's like I've been okay. It's like I'm getting used to it. It's like my father told me, my body's adjusting to the environment. It's adjusting to what I do. as the older you get, your body adjusts. And it's like I told my god brother, if you will, my step brother, whatever you want to call him, my bro. You know, God forgives you for what you do. You know, he didn't send his son to the cross for no reason. He sent him to forgive us for all our sins. You know, and that's what he did. He forgave us for all our sins, and that's why even if a little out of it, I still, well, not a little out of it, but still a little hungover, I get my butt up like I am now, and later on I go to church. At least I try to. And that's basically what I do. Now, some people might look at someone like me and they will say, how the heck did you even, how can you even stand? How can you even still go? And like I said, it's called adaptation. I've adapted to my environment. I've adapted to being who I am. The older I get, the more my body adapts. I mean, true. There is no doubt. Me and my sisters can get a little woohoo. Me and my brothers can get a little woohoo. You know what I mean? But that's because we don't get to see each other that much. And God forgives what we do. He does. I mean, it's like Jesus said on the cross. He said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do." Why would he say that? Not just about the Romans and about those that were crucifying him. He said that for all of us. He said that for all of us. He said that for me and for my family. He said that for everybody at that fiesta yesterday. He said that for anybody at the Comic-Cons. He said, God forgive them, for they don't know what to do. So when we drink as much as we do, and we end up the way we do, it's basically saying, we end up the way we are, it's basically like, Jesus is, so even millions of years, thousands of years ago, is saying, look, forgive them, they don't know what to do. In other words, when we drink a lot, we do not know what we're doing at times. Because we don't know when to say, okay, I've had 5 beers, I'm done. Or I've had 5 beers and wine, I'm done. And a glass of wine, I'm done. We don't know what to do. We do not know what we do. Yesterday, me and my sister, and my older sister, my brother, her husband, my brother-in-law, and me, we had beer. I had beer when I got to the fiesta. She and my brother had beer when they were walking there. And then later on, they had beer when they got there at the fiesta. Then they had beer at the Blues Cafe, and then, along with them, I had a Jello shot. You see, I'm getting used to the fact that my body's adapting. Getting used to the fact that my body's adapting. I mean, heck, when you have a couple of Bud Lights, well, you have a Bud Light, then you have a shock top raspberry wheat, and down the line you have a shock top apple flavor. You're okay first, especially along with the other stuff that you've had before. And me, I only had like 3, and then that, there you go. And then last night I felt like, you know what? I was coherent. I knew what I was doing. I said, you know what? And here's the thing too. I also gave them extra tokens, my sisters, because I owed them. And then I figured, you know what? Last night, I still owe. I don't know why, but God bless it. I know God's going to bless me, even though I do not know at times what I do when I drink my share. Or overdrink my share. And the same with my sisters, my brothers. But the thing is, I didn't have to go out and buy a 30-pack of beer last night. And a 6-pack of Blue Moon. And a pack of cigarettes for my sister and my second older sister and her brother. But I did it because I felt, you know what? I owe it to them. I owe it to them. Because here's the thing with me, folks. I will go to them. We will have, get-togethers like 4th of July's, Memorial Days, birthdays, and I'll have my share of their beer without bringing any. Me, honestly, I just said, you know what? I owe it to them. And especially with my new kind of system going on to where I'm only going to pay minimum wage on my cable. Well, not minimum wage, but minimum payment, depending on what the, frick that is. I'm going to do it. So, yeah. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pay that minimum wage. I guarantee you right now, if I can find the phone here. Oh, that's the one. I'm always so used to my other phone. This is my mom's phone. It is 7:13, so you're looking at this being about 20 minutes ahead, because she likes to have it 20 minutes ahead. You're looking at 6:53 in the morning. I wouldn't be up right, like I said, I wouldn't be up right now. Because my body's become so adapted, or getting so adapted, that it doesn't really affect me anymore. But, like I said, I'm always drinking this stuff. And I figured, what, I owe it. And that's what I did. I owed them. What's funny about this is we never really get to spend that much time, like I said, with my other brother-in-law and his wife. Even though they're basically like God family. Well, not, okay. They're kind of like step family, if you will. Kind of like, they're not related by blood, but they're family, particularly because, the closeness. I mean, their children call me uncle. Their children call my mom grandma. So, there you go. But anyway, that's just how it is. With us. And the Apricot Fiesta, it's good. We saw the fireworks. Even though we were at my sister's, we saw the fireworks from where we were. It was kind of, it was kind of a little, I guess you could say, bounded by, like, trees here. Like, okay, here's this palm tree or something like that, one of these trees, higher up. And that's the only way you could see the fireworks. But we saw them. And they were pretty good. They were pretty good. They were pretty good, so, yeah. Anyway, though, that's how good, in other words, so anyway, though, it's just been an interesting Apricot Fiesta weekend so far. And we just uploaded before this weekend's out or not. It's totally up to what happens. So, hope you enjoyed watching this vlog. I'm going to go into Walmart here in a little bit, take care of some stuff, because I know I'm not the only one that's like this. So, talk to y'all later. God bless. Take care. Comment.